All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 1 Minute Collocations. Excuse me. And this is video number 4 of 1 Minute Collocations. It's a special video because in this video we will go over everything that we have talked about so far under this hashtag 1 Minute Collocations. We will revise everything. Okay, so let's see what we have today. In the very first video, we talked thoughts and ideas. We didn't really write much then, but you will get to see everything that we studied back then today. And in the second video, we studied judging. And in the third one, that was last week, we talked about metaphors of thinking. So these are all the collocations that we have been talking about. And you can see they're quite a lot. Now, if you can learn these in 3 lessons, well, I would say 4 lessons now, if you can learn them in 4 lessons, and then, learn another, another amount, some like these again, another 4 lessons, and then another set, another 4 lessons, and like that, before you realize it in a couple of months, you will find that you have learned quite a lot, and your writing will improve, your speaking will improve, your understanding of the language as well will improve. If you're planning to take the IELTS exam or any similar exam, you will find that you're better able to express your ideas now. So I'm not going to read everything of this slide here. I will actually ask you to take a screenshot if you want to take a screenshot of it, and then we will go through the meaning real quick, the meaning of each one of them. Okay, so here it is on the screen for 10 seconds if you want to take a screenshot, and then I'll move on to explaining the meaning of each and every one of them. All right. Okay, so let's get going. And here are the idioms that we studied in the first lesson. Not all of them are here because some of them are just like common sense. You will just know their meaning easily. Like the first one, honestly think. It doesn't need any explanation or anything. So bear in mind means remember, it's common knowledge means everyone knows that. Grasp the importance of is understand the importance of something. Now you need to pay attention because there will be 2 activities at the end of this class that you will need to answer. Take the view means believe. Foregone conclusion, it means like that's it. If it's given, it's true, encouraging people to consider something to be true. Rough idea, it's like general idea, I'm not sure about the details. Subscribe to the theory, it means hold the opinion or have the view. Widespread belief means generally held belief, like or view, everybody thinks that. Opinions are divided, people have different opinions. It's my firm conviction, it means I'm convinced of something, I believe in something, or something is true. Now, judging, that was the second lesson. I'm trying to go quickly over them so that you can remember them. Judging, we talked about judge someone harshly, be critical of somebody. Pass judgment on is criticize. Against your better judgment is despite the knowledge that you have that something is bad, you still do it. Poor judgment, poor opinion. Lack of judgment, your inability to be wise in situations where wisdom is needed. And an error of judgment means a bad decision. And metaphors of thinking, the last one. Think laterally, not laterally. Think laterally is to think creatively outside of the box. Fertile imagination, like fertile soil, your imagination is, you're able to create interesting ideas, come up with interesting ideas. Now, wrestle with a problem, struggle to find a solution. Nagging doubts or doubts is when you have doubts about something that keep coming back to you. Now, fueling speculation means encourage people to think about something in the future, and this is the mistake that I made in the slide before. Now, jump to conclusions is to jump to facts or guess the conclusion or the facts without really having enough information. So these are all the collocations that we have studied so far. Again, if you want to take a picture of it so that we can move on to the activity. All right. So do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Let's see, people on Facebook. We have quite a few people watching. Hello, people. Okay. So let's move on. Here is the first activity. So you have this short paragraph here, and it reads down this way, and then it moves this way. And we have words in the box here that we need to complete this passage with. So I'll give you a minute. If you are, if you're watching this video later on, not watching it live, then you might want to skip a minute now. And if you're watching live, you have a minute now to answer it. So let's see. Write your answers numbered, please. So 1 is whatever, any of your choices. 2 is whatever. 3 is blah blah blah. 4 blah blah blah. If you're writing on Facebook, and if you're watching live, hello, William. And if you're here with me on Zoom, there'll be Mr. Ali, I'm sure, yes. And then you can shout out the answer after 1 minute. So you have 1 minute, okay? It has just popped up on Facebook now, so I'm afraid that I'll have to give another minute. So I'll give you 2 minutes from now, so that I'll give people on Facebook the chance to write their answers. So let's see. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen on Facebook, if you want to come to my class, I'll put the link now in the comments for you. If you want to come, here's the link. You can come to Zoom now, so that you can participate more effectively if you wish. Okay, so 30 seconds, and then we'll listen to your answers. All right. So no answers. Oh, there you go. Okay, so Scott mentioned 1 laterally. Very good job. 1 is laterally. That's right. And 2. Okay, on Zoom. Okay, there you go. You have an answer from Zoom. Yes, please do. Please do.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I would say that number 1 is laterally.
Yes.
Number 2, error.
Number 2 is error. All
Yeah.
right.
Number 3, grasped.
Okay. Grasp the importance.
Yeah. Number 4, pass.
Okay.
Pass, judgment on. Okay. Number 5, the judgment may be poor.
5 is poor. Okay.
Yeah. And the last one is firm conviction.
Okay. Wow, you got them all. So let's see if your answers are right. People on Facebook are actually writing the answers down. Thank you very much for that. But that lag, you can still write the answers on Facebook, and I will shout out your name and your answer, and let's see the correct answers. Here are the correct answers. So as you said, so think laterally, because here it read outside the box. An error, a judgment. Oh, there you go. Somebody else joined. Error, judgment. Hello, Amani. So error of judgment, that's right. By the way, this is another collocation that you might want to learn, which is put a stop to something. It's like stop something, put a stop to something. And here, grasp the importance, yes. And then pass judgment on. And then Poor, the judgment is poor judgment, and firm conviction. So good job, Ali. Good job, good job, good job. Very good. Okay, one more activity so that we keep the video as short as possible. Here is the second activity. Now, part of this activity you took before, we'll repeat it again. I really, really like this activity. It helps you really remember the collocations that you studied. So what you need to do is to rewrite the sentences using the words in brackets. So here, what you need to do is to use the word jump to rewrite the sentence, to write it again in different words. Are you with us, Amani? So
Yes,
it's
yes, yeah.
okay. It's unwise to draw conclusions too quickly about people's motives. So here, you need to put the word jump. So what do you think? What should we say? It's unwise to. Okay. Now let's go back here.
Yeah.
You can look at these. Oops. You can look at these. Okay. Here.
Jump.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If you take a screenshot, here is a chance again. If you take a screenshot of this, then you can keep it on your phone and you can read of it, because I have to show the other screen. Okay. So go back.
Yep.
Here. There you go. So it's unwise to jump to conclusions. Now, we don't mention the word too quickly because jump to conclusions means too quickly. So it's unwise to jump to conclusions about people's motives. Okay. Now, again, I'll give you 2 minutes, and people on Zoom or people on Facebook can answer that. Let's see where we are on Facebook now. Okay, people are answering. Very good. Eman and William on Facebook, thank you. And thank you, Musa. Facebook as well. Thank you, Omar. Thank you very much. And Bakar. Facebook is still in the first activity. Oh, there you go. Facebook is on the second activity now. So let me give 2 minutes for you to try and answer these till people on Facebook start writing their answers. And that's why it's better to attend on Zoom so that you can have the chance to answer then and there. Okay. I don't want to keep you guys for too long. Have you finished or you still need more time? I'm talking about people on Zoom now. Ali and Amani.
Yeah, number 4.
Okay, you're number 4. Okay, great. Amani, how about you? Take your time. Give you 1 more minute. And people are watching the video, you can skip forward and go to the answer straight away if you wish. The answer is going to be quite long to write on Facebook, I know. You can just say it, and then the answers will pop up on the screen, and then you can verify your answer. Okay. So, shall we answer?
Yep.
You want to give your answers now? Number 2, we answered number 1 already. Number 2.
Oh, yes. Okay. It's a common knowledge that Ali has been taking money from the till.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Now we have another participant here on Zoom. Would you like to pitch in, Amani? Would you like to answer? Okay, no problem. I'm sure you got the right answers as well. Okay, go ahead, Ali.
Yes. Number three, I agree to help him though.
Oh, it's, oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
through, of course. It's though.
Okay. Though it was against my judgment,
My
it was against
better,
my better
my
judgment.
better judgment.
Yeah.
Very good. Against my better judgment. Very good. And number four,
Yes. Okay. I'm afraid. I'm afraid your decision shows
shows
a lack of judgment.
a lack of judgment. Very good.
Yeah. Number five, we have to give it some thought.
Yes.
Yeah, for the
Yes.
second
Can you give it?
sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give it some thought? Okay.
Yeah.
And number six.
I didn't go on to number six, but I'll try. I think you are being too critical of him. Yeah. How should
Okay.
we?
We have
Yeah, yeah. I think you
William.
judged.
Yeah.
You
Go
judged
ahead.
them. You judged them harshly.
Yes. Okay. I think you are judging him too harshly.
Yeah.
We have William on Facebook, and he's saying, unfortunately, I'm not very good at memorizing, so he forgot the collocations that we have been
Okay.
talking about, which is fine. I'll tell you what to do at the end of the video. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead. The last one, please.
No, I think I can't remember number seven.
Okay. Surprisingly, a large number of people, that means it's what? A widespread
I said, yeah,
belief. So here are
yeah,
the answers.
it's a widespread.
Yes. So it's unwise to jump to conclusions about people's motives. Now, it's common knowledge that she was taken from the till. I agreed to help him against my better judgment. I'm afraid your decision shows a lack of judgment. Can you give it some thought? I think you're judging him too harshly. There is a widespread belief that left-handed people are more intelligent. So all of these we studied. And by the way, here, we don't say it's a common knowledge. It's common knowledge because knowledge is uncountable. So by this, we come to the end of the video, but I want to give you a piece of advice before we close, before we end this video. You don't have to remember all of that. The thing is, this is your first exposure. So, or maybe second, because you studied all of this before. So you're not expected to remember all of that right from the second lesson. If you take a first lesson and then you have a vague idea about the meaning, second lesson, your memory will improve a bit. Now, when you see this again in writing, if you read a newspaper or you open a website, you hear somebody say it, or you remember that you heard something. It's like, I'm afraid decision shows a lack of judgment, and then you start thinking it was lack, it was judgment, something. Then you will go back deliberately and watch this part of the video, and then you will remember it. And once you start using it, just like small babies, once you start using it, use it 1-2 times, you will never forget it again. So that's to address the problem that my friend here, William, has. It's not a problem that you only have. It's a problem that all learners of English have. If you cannot remember something, that's absolutely fine. You will be exposed to it again and again and again. But the thing is, first exposure is really important. Why? So that you know that it's out there and you need to learn it. But if you have never seen it before, you might read it in a text and you don't really pay attention to it. So that's a thing here. Now we kind of scratch the surface. You have something here that's telling you, you need to pay attention to these words being used together. Otherwise, your English will sound really awkward. All right. So hopefully that's clear. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you for coming. And don't forget, today's the last lesson this week. Next week, we will have 3 new lessons, Saturday, Sunday, Monday at 10 o'clock Mecca time. 1 minute grammar, 1 minute idioms, 1 minute collocations. Looking forward to seeing you then. Thank you very much. And Assalamu alaikum. Goodbye.